Well, hello, everybody. We're GFBS. We're Grand Forks' best source on a dirty Thursday. Show today is brought to you by Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. On the show, my Bullring Boy buddy, Chad Hoff is here. How you doing, man?
Good, buddy. Good to be back here, man.
We got Heather MacDonald and Nolan Olmstead. They're here from Lake Speedway, so we're going to be talking dirt track racing here in just a couple of minutes. Hey, don't forget, big Belmont Stakes party going on at Rumor Sports Bar and Casino this Saturday. Not only do you get to watch some good horse racing, you can maybe play some bets too, but $1.25 tacos all day, $3 pints and pounders all day. And you know what it's like whenever there's a Triple Crown race on at Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. You want to get there early because the place is going to be packed. Boy, I love Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. We're there like a lot. Yeah. Like yesterday.
Close proximity.
Yeah, I catch myself staring that way at the sign all the time.
And salivating every time you stare at it, yeah.
All right, time for our daily segment, Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me, and here's the joke today. Why do strippers make good race car drivers? Why do strippers make good race car drivers? Because they have good lap times. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
I thought it was because they like to start on the pole.
Might have to change this up. Jokes Nolan tells me.
They're usually not that good.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. Heather MacDonald, Nolan Olmstead, you guys are owners, run the Devil's Lake Speedway. And first off, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, I started racing about 27 years ago. So, I've been around the sport my whole life. Actually, before that, my dad raced back in the 70s. Mm-hmm. And pretty much I grew up on it. We were at every track throughout my childhood when I was young, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. We went racetrack to racetrack to racetrack. So Grand Forks, Greenbush, Hallock, anywhere there was a race, we were there. So I grew up on racing. It's been my lifelong dream to become an owner of a track, to be a race car driver, and I fulfilled that dream and have been pretty successful over the past years, but kind of took a little break from the racing. Now I just do it part-time when I have time and when I feel like it.
And you still have like 3 different kinds of race cars, don't you?
Yeah, I still have an A-Mod, a late model, and a wingless sprint now, the new wingless Western Renegade sprint class. When they came out with that, I was like, I want to try a sprint car. And that was something that we could afford. So it's like, hey, let's try it out. And it's been a blast.
Yep. Heather's over there shaking her head when you start talking sprint cars. Heather, how about you? Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm originally from Devil's Lake. I actually did not grow up in the racing industry. My parents were small business owners. We lived at the rink and all that good stuff. And I sold cars for a number of years, did a little stint here in Grand Forks and mostly in Devil's Lake. And I've always really been into cars, and then started dating a race car driver that actually ran a racetrack, and here I am.
And, you'd never know that because working with you at the Devil's Lake Speedway, you seem, and you kind of carry yourself like you have been doing this your whole life.
Yeah, there was a learning curve, but it was a fast learning curve. You kind of got thrown into it, I guess you could say.
Nolan, Nolan Olmstead, I grew up in Thief River. We used to run a track or a car up in Greenbush, the snowmobile racing from way back. That name's been around forever in racing. And as soon as I heard your name, I knew exactly where you came from. You didn't even have to say what part of the world you were from. I mean, I knew it the first time I heard your name years ago, but I've been lucky enough now. I've got to call 2 races up at Devil's Lake Speedway because my Bullring brother here, Bullring Boy,
what's up?
He was squeaky and he couldn't talk.
That was awful, hey. That was a bad situation. I never knew I have acid reflux really bad. I guess I never knew that acid could cause laryngitis. So, hey, it was a fun time. People at work really enjoyed me not talking. So it just
I bet your wife was happy too.
Yeah, her and Parker were just having a good old time with it. But I think the Friday and Saturday really hurt. But at least you get to watch some stuff on TV and stuff. So, and I have an awesome backup, so I have no worries.
Mm-hmm. I want to get back into the Devil's Lake Speedway here now. How did you get into purchasing this racetrack? Because I love the facility, and we're going to talk about it, and we'll show some pictures here too. But how did that ever come about?
So back in 2005, we actually took over the Greenbush Race Park, and we ran it for 5 years. And we were just looking for other opportunities. We started looking around and just deciding, let's go try something different. And I always wanted to run a bar, and I always wanted to run a racetrack. So I found a racetrack with a bar.
Yeah,
It's best of two worlds right there.
and can we get any pictures up here now of the speedway or not? Let's take a look here. All right, there's that must be the drone picture, but. If you've never been to the Devil's Playground, Devil's Lake Speedway, you guys have got the bar restaurant right off of like corner 4 with a deck out there.
So cool.
And it is. I mean, it's absolutely cool. If you want to sit outside, if you want to sit in and drink and eat, you can still watch the racing, which is really cool.
Right.
Let's see if we can get some more up here.
It's kind of cool this year. We actually had Darn TV there, so we've actually been broadcasting the video in the bar. So even if you go in the bar to get a drink or something, you don't miss any of the action.
Right? Yeah. Have you guys found out that when it's streamed like Darn TV, and they do a great job, do you think you lose out on ticket sales when that happens or not?
I don't think we have this year. I think it's been great.
Well,
It's been working out.
You look at that. That's the biggest concern for everybody when they started doing the streaming service. And you go back to all Race Feed X way back when, and then you got all this stuff that going on. People are always concerned about losing money, losing income. I think it really brought more to it, just because of people that aren't from here. You know what I mean? You got guys from Pennsylvania tuned into it. I mean, you don't have that.
Right.
You don't have the opportunity to come here.
Right.
So they have that opportunity.
I think we've been more concerned about the people that are just Facebook living it and
Exactly.
giving it to everybody for free.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which that happens.
And we had it with NOSA and we're videoing their own races, and basically I had to stop that because people weren't coming.
Yeah.
Well, we had other tracks kind of messaging us and saying, hey, or texting us, hey, do you know about this? Because they're doing it to our track too, and it was just kind of one of those deals. It's like, let's just
not do that anymore.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, give a little snippet of what people are missing, but don't do the whole.
And see, a lot of people don't realize too is when it's not the fact that they're taking money out of your pockets when they do this, but you got to pay the drivers too. Right. I mean, you can put on a great show, but if you can't afford to pay your drivers, you're not going to have a very good show for very long.
Right.
What do you guys run for a regular class on a Saturday night? I mean, I know it switches up. You got the NLRA coming in, NOSA or whatever, but what do you guys do on a regular Saturday night normally?
Home track roll pier stocks, the Wissota street stocks, Wissota Midwest mods, and then the Western Renegade, non-wing sprints. And then we picked up the Lightning sprints while the Minnesota tracks were closed, but...
Yeah, and you know what? I like the Lightning sprints.
I think that was an awesome move, really.
I do too.
I mean,
they're done usually pretty fast. If you wad up a bunch of cars, it takes a couple of guys to go out there, flip them over, and get them off. It's not like you need to get a bunch of wreckers and push trucks and all that stuff out there. And it's so those guys are doing double duty. They're going to be here Friday and down at Devil's Lake on Saturday. So looking forward to that too. You guys got a pretty big show coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we have the Steffes Street Stock Tour coming into town. It's all the best racers in the Wissota country that are showing up. The past national champions, all the top runners. So that should be an awesome show. And they're in Grand Forks Friday night, so I think we're going to have a really good turnout because it's kind of a doubleheader for them.
Sure. And you find that you're going to get more people to show up when they've got somewhere close to race the next day, when you can go back to back. It's like trying to book a band from not around here.
Right.
It's like, well, we're not going to come up to play one night. We got to find somewhere else to play the next night.
Right. Yeah.
Kind of the same thing with racing. In fact, for that show this weekend, Heather and Nolan were nice enough to give us some tickets to give away. How do we want to give away? We've got a few pairs of tickets to give away here. How should we do this? What do you think?
We're going to leave it up to you.
How about we'll leave it up to Chad?
Well, then, okay. Well, fine. I'll make the decision. Just like you go out to dinner every night and what do you want to eat? I don't care. Where do you want to eat?
Yeah. And then if
I
you
don't
say what you
know.
want to eat,
Yeah.
really?
Really? Well, I don't want that. Maybe next time. Okay. Well, then it's your turn. Let's go this. All right. So I want somebody to put on Facebook Live for us today. If you're watching this broadcast, we're going to give away 2 tickets if you can tell me how old Devil's Lake Speedway is. It has been posted. It is known. I need to know how long Devil Lake Speedway been running. So give me the years.
And how do we find out when these people want to answer it? How do we do this?
Why don't we do
okay,
right there, right when they comment. So
All right.
Paul will have it on us. Our producer's on the top of the game right now.
perfect.
So here's the thing. Let's look back, John, on this street stock tour. Okay, you look at the names that are on this thing. They're all from North Dakota. You got Johnny Carter.
Yep.
He's leading the points right now on this street stock tour. And he comes out Devils Lake Speedway. We've seen him out there. He comes in Grand Forks, but he's always just his driving skill, his car.
Works.
It works.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy, he knows what's going on, and his dad's not far away from that either. So I mean, you look at the list of guys that come, and you can see on Facebook, and you get on Devils Lake Speedway Facebook page. Like that page because they post every time who's confirmed. And every time that they do it online, it goes poof, right? 20 years. Who was it?
Go figure.
Amanda.
That's because she just congratulated us on 20 years.
Amanda. Good for you.
All right. Oh, and by the way, before I lose track here, happy birthday and anniversary to Brock at Raptor PCS. I forgot about that. Okay, sorry.
Thanks, Brock.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Podbean subscriber.
Yeah.
No, I just think that you look at this stuff and you can see who's all coming ahead of time. So if you want to go check this race out and you want big names, they're going to be brought. They're going to be told right there, confirmed. He's coming. The backstory. Hoglins are one of them that we've missed, and they're farm boys. But man, they bring awesome action to the Devils Lake Speedway when we were there. And this week they're going to be there. So I think the car count's going to be big this weekend. I think if Mother Nature can play nice, I'm going to stamp my foot down. And we roll. It's going to be an awesome night of racing. It's going to be awesome.
And if we have to drive the track, we have to drive the track. It is what it is.
Yeah. And how long has it been since you've had to do that?
All summer.
All last year.
Last year.
Yep.
Like last year, it was a seven nights in a row we had to cancel. Wasn't it something like that?
Pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, and then I was driving down one night, and then I saw Heather come on, like, oh, Mother Nature won again. She poured a wine glass out. I'm like, oh, I got to turn around. This stinks. I'm getting all pumped up. And
And now it's like 50,000 gallons of water, like an hour for the last couple of weeks with this wind. And I am going to add that I do love when you guys post who's going to be there, who's confirmed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because that's going to bring more people in and put them in the stands, too.
Yeah.
We got another pair of tickets to give away. What should we do this time? What do you think?
well, now you're telling me to do all of it?
Well, you're the co-host.
Well, okay.
Amanda's our first second-time winner.
Oh, yeah, Amanda. She's turning into a prize pig. she's won with us before, but and I meant that in a good way, Amanda. All right.
All right. I don't know. Let's see who wants to come. Who wants to come take part in Devil Lake Speedway? It's going to be an awesome night of racing.
How about somebody that's never been to the Devil's Lake
That's
Speedway?
what I want to say. Yeah,
There
let's
you
go.
go.
Somebody that's never been that wants to experience this place. It's
So-
a beautiful, beautiful area.
Yeah, and don't lie to us either, because if Nolan or Heather sees you there, and they're going to say something to you, right?
Yeah.
But if you've never been to Devil's Lake Speedway, reach out to us just like Amanda Joe did, and we've got a pair of tickets for you for this Saturday's show.
Yeah.
I want to bring up, I just want to get off a little bit here, the white van. I had to bring this up.
That thing is awesome.
You posted last week, week number 5, he's back. What's the story behind the white van? Because I don't know how the heck you could even see anything from back there, but are they just that cheap, or do they have really good binoculars, or both?
Well,
my fear is, what can you see?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The bank's on it's pretty high on those things. So what are you trying to get at? I can see him across the finish line.
The first week, he that field hadn't been planted, so he had Baha'd his little
Up to the tree line.
up to the tree line.
Yeah.
And that at that angle, you can actually see the entire racetrack. And then Hammond's seeded it, so now he can't. At least he has the decency to not drive through a seeded field.
Right.
And then he was across the highway, and I was like, okay, this is the same dude. So I went and I paid him a little visit. And he was not very kind. Had he been nice, I would have probably comped him a ticket. But he wasn't very nice. So he can sit out in the field and watch from the field.
And I noticed last Saturday he was actually moving a few times. I don't know if he does that for the sun or the dust or the wind or what.
Trying to find the best spot.
Working on his tan.
You know, we can't. If he's not on our property, we can't call him in for trespassing. But one time, he was like literally like 20 feet. I was like, "Come on, drive 20 more feet, and I've got you, buddy."
Yeah.
Jeremy commented on here that that's his Uncle Rico in the white van.
Uncle Rico.
That has been our joke for
working
the
on
last
his Elway passes out in the field.
Yeah. We actually found out where he lives.
Okay.
Just from other people, like, because it's just been kind of this funny little joke where I've just been like shaming him for like the last like 3 weeks now, like since he was kind of a jerk. And somebody said, "Hey, that's my neighbor." And apparently he's like the neighbor from hell.
Oh boy.
So
why don't you go park in front of his house for like 4 hours one day and just sit there?
Nolan,
that's what we're thinking.
Go dyno your motor in front of his house.
His girlfriend lives actually in Prairie. He lives in Devil's Lake, across the street from our church.
Okay.
And so I thought, well, now I have a new parking spot when I go to church.
Yeah.
And if this guy by any chance happens to watch GFBS, this should be interesting this Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
Boy.
We'll see where he's posted.
All right, still waiting for somebody that's never been to Devil's Lake Speedway. We got a pair of tickets for you to go to this Saturday show. It's going to be a great show. So, again, get on the computer and reach out to us. Being track owners, running racetracks, have you ever had just a disaster night? And if you could explain it to us, what has probably been the biggest nightmare disaster of a night as far as running a racetrack?
The transponders
Just
weather working.
Yeah.
Weather.
And as far as like I'm concerned, I know what you mean with the transponders working, not working. That can be a nightmare.
That's a booth problem. That's not a racetrack problem.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, we had one. It wasn't actually during the race, but we just had a couple weeks ago our water tanker, an axle busted.
oh, geez.
And then it dug into the track big time, so we had to grade the huge hole out of the track where it was dragging, trying to get it off the track. It was a real pain, but we got it fixed up and we got the track smooth again. And
Yeah, because I think if I remember right, was the road grader was maybe moved the last time I went there compared to when I was there before.
I grade every single week.
Okay. Maybe it was just parked in a different spot. Yeah. What about your worst night ever behind the wheel of a race car?
Probably.
How about just recently?
Just recently.
That first time in that sprint car.
Well,
I think I saw it.
You're talking like this
when the
2
motor,
weekends ago
when my
motor exploded.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Nolan wasn't very fun to talk to after that. He came up to the booth. He's like, "My motor exploded." So okay, all right, here we go. Another.
Yeah, it was kind of crappy because it was the heat race and we're running second, actually running down the leader, and it was going pretty good. And I thought I might have a chance at this tonight, and all of a sudden, boof.
And then your first night in that car. I think you were leading.
I was leading the heat, and my power steering hose blew off. It was one of those, my dad said, we should probably change that power steering hose. I'm like, it'll be fine. It was a I told you so moment.
Yeah, and when people hear that, they're thinking, wow, what about A.J. Foyt and Cale Yarborough? They used to muscle those things around with no power steering. Well, the thing is, that power steering fluid has to go somewhere, and where did it go?
It went all over me.
Yeah.
All over my shield, all over my hands, all over my legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you couldn't see.
I couldn't see nothing.
Yeah, it's a lubricant. So that on your gloves and a steering wheel in a race car doesn't really add up to anything good.
Right, and then plus... When a steering gear on a sprint car actually runs out of fluid, it starts jerking and doesn't actually turn.
Right.
You have to really muscle it. And,
all right, we talked about your worst night as running a racetrack. How about the best night? If you got one that really stands out for you guys?
You know, there's a lot of best nights. You know, they're all pretty good. Some of the ones I really enjoy is like the Golden Hammer. You know, the Golden Hammer Midwest Mod Race. Yep. That 40 laps and how many guys are passing each other for the lead, and you can see who holds your tires, and you know we get a good crowd. We have a great relationship with the Walla Halla Building Center, and they help us out a ton with that race. So it's just one of those fun nights that we really enjoy.
Are there going to be, speaking of the Walla Halla Building Center, are there some T-shirts that are going to be at the racetrack for that law enforcement
Yeah.
law enforcement memorial
I
that they're trying to
actually-
build? I
yeah.
heard something about it.
Okay, so yeah, we won't have them this weekend.
Okay.
We're hoping to have them by next weekend.
Okay.
The shirts are kind of in production right at the moment, and badass shirts, I think, is where they're getting them from out of Fargo. And
Okay.
Bad Ash?
badass.
Ass. ASS.
Sorry, I just want to make sure we clarify that so everybody could hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I probably shouldn't say those kind of words.
We're not on the radio. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're pretty good around here.
But I've seen a design. I don't know if that's what they finalized on, but they're pretty cool, and it was in conjunction with the two Golden Hammer races, and so the proceeds from those shirt sales will go to the law enforcement memorial.
Yeah, that's really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
awesome.
You got to admit, race fans, they're probably the best, aren't they?
They are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, how many of these people that have been coming to your racetrack are now friends of yours?
A lot of them, and a lot
Lots.
of them have become sponsors, and some sponsors have turned into friends. And
We'll turn that around. Let's mention some sponsors for this racetrack. Get them
Sure.
out there.
Go ahead. Throw them out there.
well, we got Walhalla Building Center.
Been awesome supporter. And they actually did they throw more money in for this weekend's race too? I
They
hear.
did.
They did.
So look at that.
$200 towards the hard charger for the street stocks. And then we've got Beerley Construction. Their race was last weekend. We got Double Deuce Bar and Grill. Doug put in some money for the purse for this weekend. Farmers Union Oil, Jerome's Wholesales, Schwann Wholesale, NDTC.
Ironhide Equipment.
Making you guys remember this.
Ironhide Equipment. They give us a lawnmower for the year. That's kind of
Nice.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
yeah,
wow!
you gotta
That, for
have
all
that.
the acreage they have out there,
all
that's
the acreage,
huge.
Yep.
Yep. High Plains Equipment. They've
Sponsor us a tractor.
they've been awesome.
Case tractors
Case
always out there.
tractors,
Yeah.
I was
And they
there.
always give us one with a buddy seat, so little Berkeley.
Oh, sure.
Berkeley can ride in
Oh,
the
that's
tractor.
awesome.
She makes sure that if Nolan's taking something out, are you taking one with the second seat?
Yeah.
You know, it's a little different. You guys can name your sponsors. Whenever I'm down in Victory Lane and you say, hey, thank your sponsors, you got to follow them around the car because these
Right.
guys are so, they're either nervous or fired up or adrenaline.
Let's look at this and see here.
I can't remember them all. Well, let's take a walk.
Yeah.
We also have Brecky Aviation. They're a great supporter, and Jess Brecky races the Midwest Mods. So
Oh, sure.
Right.
That's pretty
Deitzler
awesome. It
Electric.
kind of sucks that he can't get out there very often during the summer, but he usually makes it towards the end of the year.
Right.
He's always spraying in his planes. So
Sure.
yeah,
And
he's
Diesel
really
Electric's
busy.
out there as well
Diesel
too.
Electric, yep. Diesel, they help us out with all the electrical that we need. He's been really good to us over the last few years.
Nice.
Yeah, he'll see something that he doesn't like. Like we had a couple bulbs out, and he's like, "I ordered bulbs. I'll be here next week. to
Nice.
Replace them."
Yeah.
So,
I've always called him Deitzler because I could have swore when he advertised and as in radio, that's how they told me it was pronounced.
Nikki told me that was how it was spelled, and I was like, "Are you sure it's not Deitzler?" And she goes, "No." And I was like, "Okay."
So it's Deitzler.
Deitzler.
Okay. That's like Ricky Weiss. Everybody calls him Ricky Weiss. I call him Ricky
Ricky
Weiss.
Weiss.
I do too, yeah. And then when you listen to like a World of Outlaw show or something, and they call him Weiss, I'm like, no, it's Weiss.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
mean, I've interviewed the guy a lot of times, and I call him Ricky Weiss, and he doesn't ever go, it's Weiss.
Yeah,
he
I
never
never
said
corrects
that
you.
to me.
A lot of drivers do correct you though.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There's some that I talk to, and they're like, "How do you pronounce your last name again?" He tells me, and I got to tell. It's 4 times to him, and he's like, "Okay, you got it now," and I still mess it up.
Yeah, and
Another really big one that we have is CHS Elevator.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
They come and always have a CHS night, and they bring 200 of their employees. And
Oh, nice.
And
They have trucks out front.
yeah, they have trucks, and they actually run the big spreader around for a lap.
Yeah.
vehicle.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty cool.
The float. They took the floater out last
the
year
floater.
as a pace car.
oh,
Yeah.
that'd be
So those
different.
those
There
3
was
wheel.
some
Yeah.
there was some practice rounds with that one beforehand.
But that just shows how much actually outside of this that you people have to work at to get at to make sure we have the sponsors to make sure the racetrack goes.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you heard like Ironhead, they donate that more. That's a huge.
Huge.
That's a huge
Yeah.
deal.
And
You got
John-
High Plains bring out that tractor. Hey, what would you do without that tractor?
It would be tough.
Yeah.
Our tractors are getting a little tired, and
Right.
we're starting to have a few problems with a couple of them. So it's really nice to have something that's reliable.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, and if something breaks on it, they come and fix it.
And they run all the time.
Yep.
I mean,
all the time.
I mean, Sunday. Okay, so you look at Saturday's schedule as a race owner. What's your Saturday schedule look like as you wake up in the morning?
We usually get there about 9 o'clock, me and my dad. My dad and mom, they're the biggest helpers, supporters, actually part owners. All of us are, a huge team. My dad's there right away, 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm there, and we start watering the track. That's the first thing. And then we start sheepsfooting it, let it soak in a little bit, sheepsfoot it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we water it again. And it's like an all-day process. You just keep doing it. It's hours and hours and hours.
And then you're done with all that, and by the time when I get there...
Then I actually grade it then after we water it.
Mm-hmm. See how much... This is crazy.
And then you have to water it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not even talking about the bar and restaurant, getting that thing ready to go either.
Right.
Now, we know how much work this is. Are you guys having fun doing this?
Yeah, last year.
This year has been great. Last year was a struggle.
Not so much.
We had some problems with the weather for sure. We usually get 20 to 23 races a year in, and last year we only got 12. So it was a struggle for us.
And it was the opposite here. That stuff that you guys kept getting just barely missed us. It seemed like every time,
all the time.
Yeah.
Or it was beautiful Friday night, and then Saturday was terrible.
Yeah.
So when you look at the weather and stuff, what parameters do you guys go about to be like, okay, we better not bring people here? Because to come to the racetrack, everybody has to travel. I mean, it's not in a town. Well, I guess you could call Curry a town, but it's not, it's not in a place where you can go, well, we can go out. But when do you guys be like, okay, we better call it right now because this isn't looking good?
When it's so wet, we can't get out on the track.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if we know that it's going to stop throughout the day sometime, and there's enough hours to possibly dry it out, we're going to try to do it. We're going to try to race.
Right. Yeah.
And I do want to give a shout out to your bartenders too. I was there one time.
Yeah.
Then I didn't come back for a couple weeks. I went there another time. She knew exactly what I drank when I walked in.
You just got that face, John.
That's just it. Looks like a Busch Light guy.
That's because you probably had her serve you in Grand Forks here, because both our bartenders are from Grand Forks.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well,
I didn't recognize them from anywhere else. So,
right.
Still trying to give away. Nobody's got back to us yet about those tickets.
Well, I'm not sure. I think Christine was saying that her 9-year-old has never been there.
Well,
boom.
let's give a pair to Christine.
We like giving tickets to kids.
I like that.
We like making new fans.
That's me and my finger.
Pointed out too that she's going to be giving those tickets to.
Because she'll be there for lightning sprints anyway. So.
Our parents are coming up to Devil's Lake.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So does she need 4?
Next one, let's do who just wants to go out and watch good racing?
Yeah, because I still have 3 more pairs of tickets here, and
you
they're
guys-
only good. They're only good for this Saturday.
Yeah,
so,
and show's almost over, so we need some people to start snapping here.
Yep. So just reach out to us. I've got 3 more pairs of tickets, and if we get them here before the show's done, I'll announce those names. So,
Somebody also said that bartender probably recognized your orange Crocs.
yeah.
Were they orange that night?
I don't remember if I was wearing my orange ones or
Or
not.
were they
but,
the rainbow ones?
Sometimes I got to change it up a little bit,
Oh my.
I know running a racetrack, it's a lot of work. You guys are busy. I know your Thursdays are very busy, but how long can you see yourselves doing this?
We'd like to do it for a few more years. Mm-hmm. We'll see how it goes. It all depends on how the economy is. How things are going. If
you can leave it in good hands.
If we can leave it in good hands,
that's the big part.
We do have it on the market, but we're actually thinking about pulling it off the market. We're having so much fun this year.
Yep.
The team we put together for our racetrack this year has been awesome.
Yeah, and you're only as good as your team.
Right.
I think it's a great venue.
The bartenders and the flagmen and the announcers and everybody that's been working has been just phenomenal and has made the year just exciting. And we kind of got the boost because the Corona deal. We were the first ones open.
Sure.
That made it nice. We were getting a lot of cars, and I think a lot of these cars. I've had guys tell me that they want to come to our track, and they're closer to another track, and they're like, I wreck less stuff at your track. I'm gonna keep going there.
Right.
And you guys being out, I don't know what you call it, Doyen or Crary or whatever the town is.
7 miles
it's not
west of Lakota.
Okay.
Looks like Terry is a lucky winner.
Terry won a pair.
Paul, you keeping track of all this stuff?
I'm writing them down here.
Okay. How are they going to get these tickets, John?
They're going to have to come here by tomorrow. I don't know how long we'll be here this afternoon, but swing by. If not, swing by tomorrow morning or let us know, and we'll work something out for you.
We'll get them to you.
What was I going to ask you again? Now I can't remember. We were talking about your team. I know when I call races up at Devil's Lake, it's so loose up in the box up there. I mean, you guys are up there having a lot of fun, and you act like you really enjoy it. I mean, it's funny because I'll talk to you after the races, and man, you'll tell me how much water you put down and all this stuff, but it seems like you always got that little bit of a grin on your face too.
Yeah, we enjoy doing it. We enjoy preparing it. If the race goes off without a hitch and we don't get a lot of complaining, I figure if we make 80% of the people happy, it's a successful race.
Yep.
So,
there you go.
And
because you can't go into night thinking you're going to make every certain person happy.
you're never going to do that.
You're going to die
not.
trying.
Yeah. Never.
And so I used to actually try to do that, try to be 100%. And when you try to do that, it just drags you down.
Yep,
Right.
It does. Oh, and I was going to bring up the COVID thing. Nice being out there. You don't have to deal with the politicking going on as much. Like our county commission that we have in Grand Forks.
Oh, they're
That's a
awesome.
disgrace.
Good people.
Yeah, and some of them are, but some of them are not.
Paul,
but,
you got to disinfect this a little bit more because I spit in it. Stupid.
that squeaky spit.
Don't
there
get
it
me
goes.
started.
I think our county commissioners just know how big of a pain in the butt I am, so they just like,
Right?
they're like, well, she's kind of notorious for throwing us under the bus and making our lives a living hell, so we're just gonna leave her be. Okay?
Yeah.
And then that's, at least there's racing going.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
At least we got some racetracks
It's
running.
It's kind of funny. The first race that we ran, we actually talked to a sheriff after, and he goes, "When does the races open?" And it was like the week after. It's like, we ran last weekend. The sheriff's department and nobody even knew
Nobody
we were
knew
running.
about it.
Really?
Yeah,
it's like-
and here's the crazy part: they're in the same building as my ex-husband.
Oh.
Like my kids were like Dan was coming to the racetrack, picked kids up, and the kids were like, woo, 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 about the races, and so like. I was like, well, everybody at the LEC's got to know by now.
Yep.
So I'm like, well, nobody showed up, so I think we're pretty good. And then, what was it, like Tuesday after the race? We're working on stuff, and there's somebody pounding on the bar door. And I'm like, what is going on? It's the front door. So I go out the back door because I'm not about to get my keys out. And I like peek my head out, and there's a deputy there. And I'm like, oh, what can I help you with? And he goes, well, we had a complaint that you guys weren't social distancing in the bar. And I went, what?
I was there that night. I remember.
Yeah.
I went there the next week when
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, and then I'm like, well, you can come on out and see for yourselves because we are social distancing.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
I can't control what other people do.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Can't you see we're having a riot or a
right. So then they came to do their walkthrough. Well, then they got another call and they had to go. So then they're like, can you just snap us some pictures? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I did that. And then the health department called and they're like, yeah, you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like the health departments they know about this. I mean, they're the smart ones. They're health departments. And
They went to school for this.
Yeah, and then, they say, okay, well, like in Grand Forks, County Commission says if the health department sign off on this, so will they. Health department did, they didn't. It's just it seems like you're fighting each other, these different entities, but
Right.
I tell you what, I really enjoy going to the Devil's Lake Speedway.
Good.
And
Glad to hear it.
I don't want Chad to get laryngitis again, but I plan on going up there again. Got any big shows besides this Saturday that are really
Golden Hammer, buddy.
We got
Oh, yeah, keep talking about them.
We got Golden Hammer the following weekend. That's $2,000 to win with
For
the
the
late
late
models.
2,000 win for late models, Golden Hammer. Then we also have the Golden Hammer 2,000 win for Midwest Mods.
Yep.
That's
I
a couple
mean-
weeks later.
Yeah, so there's some
we
big
added-
races.
And
We
we-
added NOSA the first weekend back after the 4th.
July 11th, we added the NOSA sprints. So,
Oh,
all our
okay.
sprint car fans, we actually are bringing them back. We kind of had to cancel because we didn't for our May 30th race because we didn't know how the COVID deal was going. We didn't know if we could have capacity to support it.
Well, and then they canceled Devil's Run.
And they've canceled Devil's Run.
Yeah. Everything's getting canceled except, well, thank goodness for not racing being canceled.
Well, and that's just like Forks courting, Forks
Karting Association, FKA. Yeah,
Lord, they started racing last night, so they're getting back to normal. They had to cancel because of lightning, unfortunately.
Yeah, they didn't get to run a whole show, but,
but they're getting back to normal. Devil's Lake was the first one in North Dakota to open up and run. I mean, that's pretty standalone by
We were the
itself.
first sporting event with fans in North Dakota.
Right.
Wow.
We actually probably would have been the first in the United States, but that Supreme Court ruling got handed down in Wisconsin the Thursday before, and I, initially when I heard it, I was like, well, great for Wisconsin, but I thought, well, they're probably not going to be able to get a race up and running in 24 hours.
They did.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, I just want that. Be the first in something.
One more thing before we go. I know Miles can't practice. It's a ways for him to get over here, but I want you to just touch on your Western Renegade sprint cars.
Sure.
I want you just to, so that way race fans understand. They were here last year in Grand Forks. We got to see him a little bit. Miles unfortunately rolled his car he had. And I know Miles really, really well, and I wish him nothing but the best. I'm so happy you did this, buddy. But Nolan, touch on that for me, would you please?
Sure. The Western Renegade non-wing sprint. So it's a class that Miles Tomlinson from Turtle Lake actually put together. And once I heard his ideas, I thought I'm jumping on board right away because I've always wanted to have a low-budget sprint car class at my track. So it was in the back of my mind even before he came up with it.
Yeah.
So what it is old chassis of sprint cars, 5 to 10-year-old chassis. So you can get them a dime a dozen. They're cheap.
They're everywhere.
Yep. It has a 5.3 LS motor or a 350 motor, like out of a B-Mod, 9.5 to 1 compression. There's no transmissions, no starters, so there's no cost there. It's just basically the safety equipment, an old car, and a cheap motor, and it's under $10,000 and you can be racing sprint cars.
And you have to run used tires.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, you have to run used tires, so they've been picking up tires right and left, I guess, lately. So they have actually a group chat. And they've been picking up tires and selling them to the guys, real cheap, $50, $80 a tire, a lot cheaper than $250 for a new one.
Yeah, and a lot of these guys that run the NOSA Outlaw sprints, their tires are done. They got to have the problem of finding where to get rid of them too.
Right.
And so this is a great deal. And Autumn Vasicek, by the way, has got a pair of tickets coming her way too. So we got one more pair if you want to reach out to us.
Nice.
And getting back to Forks Karting Association, when we envision this Dirty Thursday thing, we want to include those guys. So hopefully next Thursday we'll get to talk some go-kart racing too. So that should be fun.
On those tickets, but if we can't have them here, I can always take them to Northwest Tire too. They can always come pick them up for me.
Okay.
So
all right. Anybody want to add anything?
Come to the races.
Come to the races. It's going to be a great weekend. We're going to have a huge turnout for cars. I think we're looking at 25 to 30 street stocks, I would say.
Wow.
That's going to be huge.
It's going to be nice.
We're probably going to have
night.
a B-main. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Every announcer's dream. Having those B-mains.
You got it. I'm just happy that they're coming, man. It's
Yeah, and I know he hasn't registered yet, but I know the 2018 national champion Justin Vogel's coming.
Oh, okay.
So we got a lot of Minnesota drivers coming too.
Yeah. Watch that Facebook page. They'll put on there right away. Confirmed.
Yep.
Confirmed. So if you guys want to know who's coming,
I'm trying to keep up with it. It's. I think some days I look at. I think my eyes are crossing.
It's a lot of extra work to do the confirmation deals for Heather, but it's been awesome as far as the publicity and
sure
for the
fans.
racers. For the fans usually don't know the names and the drivers and the cars, and they don't know who's who. So it's kind of nice.
If we kind of know a little,
if
I kind of know a little backstory, or if something kind of funny
add something
happened,
in there.
I will kind of roast them. Like I just roast it. I've been roasting Joe Armstrong as much as possible because he has given me so much heck the last few weeks. I'm just like, okay, buddy, keep it up.
And it's a good way to get some really good shots of the racers that are coming too. Their race cards or whatever that you post. It gives them a little bit of ink too. So
I've been I'm constantly on Bob Dussault's website and Speaker's website and Papke's website, and I'm constantly hey, I'm stealing pictures.
Yeah.
All right.
All good stuff, man. Excited to see everybody out there. 7 o'clock Saturday this weekend. street stock special is going to be sweet. It's going to be awesome.
All right. Heather, Nolan, thanks you guys for coming
guys.
in. And,
Thanks for having us.
And if you can ever wiggle your way to Grand Forks again on a Thursday, we would love to have you back on the show. So, again, thanks very much for being here with us today. And, again, my Bullring Boy brother, Chad Hoff, thanks for coming in again today. I'm glad you're able to speak now.
Yeah, good to be back with you, buddy.
Yes, we'll be able to do our regular thing tomorrow and have fun on Saturday in Devil's Lake. You guys are going to have a great show. Well, there you go again. Paul, do we have any comments? Oh, nothing.
We got nothing today.
Again, we got one more pair of tickets to give away if you want to reach out to us. And again, our show today brought to you by Rumor Sports Bar and Casino right here in the Grand Cities Mall, home of the famous Beer Tower. They got the Belmont Steaks Party going on this Saturday, June 20th. $1.25 tacos all day, $3 pints and pounders all day. Don't forget Fiesta Friday tomorrow, too. Rumor Sports Bar and Casino in the Grand Cities Mall and their big Belmont Steaks Party coming up this Saturday. Hey, if you want, become a Podbean Premium subscriber. Just $5. You'll be entered in drawings and giveaways for some awesome prizes, including the Weber Grill in here. Go to your Play Store and download Podbean, search GFBS, hit follow and buy premium, and you are all set. On tomorrow's show on GFBS, Laura Lee Tupa visits us again from the Circle of Friends Animal Shelter. Going to be a good show just like today. Dirty Thursday. Love them. Hey, make sure you like, share, and tag us for Grand Forks' best source, giving Grand Forks an identity again.